Gun you like using in multiplayer. If you equip it in zombies, it unlocks shit for it still.
That's sweet.
Yeah, a lot of my friends, like they max out their guns in zombies, but they don't really play zombies. They play multiplayer, but they ain't trying to use like a new gun with like no attachments or whatever in multiplayer.
Right.
Hardcore team
They come max
deathmatch.
it out here first and then go play Warzone once
Show
it's
them how the
maxed.
CIA does business.
I mostly only play zombies.
Yeah, I be seeing you and Dan.
Dan,
Yeah.
We're taking
we
control.
on zombies a lot. Especially with the new outbreak mode, where it's like objective based. It's not like, just build a
Mindless.
train and kill.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like normal zombies, it's like build a train, kill zombies until it's time to exfil. But on Outbreak, there's an objective on every map that you have to do. And you can drive cars and shit, and there's nothing more fun to me than running over big crowds of zombies with a truck. It's kind of my thing. I used to do that for fucking hours on Dead Island, just endlessly. Just drive around.
That Island was such a good game.
It's my favorite PlayStation 3 game by far. There's not even a close second. So Dying Light is probably my favorite PS4 game.
Oh yeah, Dying Light.
Although
I can't wait for 2.
For Honor is pretty close, but I think I like Dying Light better.
Dying Light
If only I
was
could get in. If only I could get in cars and drive around on Dying Light. You notice that? None of the maps on that game had cars you could drive.
That is very true.
I doubt that's in the second one, but it'd be cool if it was. Which, I mean, they've been making fucking Dead Island 2 for like 5 years now, but they keep saying it's gonna come out. The problem is the game has changed studios like 3 or 4 times, to my understanding.
What?
Just because different studios, you know how these studios sometimes buy other studios, and certain games kind of belong to like certain people, and then those people will leave that studio, which means they bring the game with them because it's like their concept or whatever. And yeah, to my understanding, that's what stalled Dead Island 2. The game was basically done.
We're behind.
It was like 100% done, but I didn't like what they did, and neither did the testers, right? So what they did was they made it to where I think it was 16 people were on the map at all times, but they claimed the maps were so big that the chances of you running into someone on accident extremely rare. You would basically have to try to meet up. Yeah, you would basically have to try to meet up with people, is what they were saying.
There's no need for a map to be that big.
Yeah, and there was no co-op storyline. There was no storyline at all. It was just a game of endless side quests. Like you could never.
Oh no, that would have been boring as fuck.
Yeah, exactly.
Quickly.
Yes. And that's what the testers said, basically. So, like, they pulled the game before it hit market. Because, I mean, I followed that shit religiously back in the day. Every time there was an update, I was reading the article about it. And, so, yeah. And then right after that was when the whole fucking studio thing started happening, and the game started getting shipped from studio to studio.
I'm glad at least they care enough about it to not do that.
Yeah, I got a lot of negative feedback, which when I first heard it, I was like, man, that would be cool for like an hour.
Yeah.
But if I'm not like leveling up a character to like do this storyline and stuff, I mean, I'm gonna get bored with that pretty quick.
Yeah, $60 for that? No.
They claim it's still getting made.
Well,
I think I read it. I think I read an update on it, like December 2019 or something like that. It was the last time I had looked for it.
We'll see. Jeez. Taking too fucking long at this point.
And there's no release date for Dying Light 2, but allegedly they have confirmed that it is going to come out this year.
Now that's what I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, that game on 4-player mode is super fun. Well, that game's fun with anybody, really.
Anybody, yeah.
I always stay super close to my friends when I play those types of games, because that's when the funniest shit happens.
Yeah.
I'm trying to watch zombies get drop kicked off of fucking buildings and stuff. Yeah, you could do some pretty funny shit on those games. I think one time I had like 7 zombies on a roof with me, and I ran to the edge, and on the last Dying Light, and you know how you have that like timed grapple ability,
Yeah.
where like as soon as they grab you, you can like throw them to the left or right or whatever. I think I threw like 7 off the building, all just one after the other. Whoop, whoop, whoop. It had to look fucking hilarious to my friends.
Man,
Watching these
that's
dudes
gonna
getting
be
chucked off.
That's gonna be so much fun again.
Yeah, I'm ready for it. I didn't like what I saw where like I thought this was just kind of dumb, just irrelevant. So your character, I guess, is like infected, and you like
Again.
wear this watch, and like whenever you go anywhere dark, like you start to turn into the zombie, and you got to get out of the darkness within like a set amount of time.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I was watching some gameplay of it, and like there's like part of the storyline, you know, like you're doing something on a building, and your guy falls through the building, and like he's in the dark, and like
he's surrounded by a bunch of other zombies.
Yeah.
Now that looks
to,
kind of cool.
He has to like fight and escape, but like in the animation, you know, he keeps looking at his watch because he's like turning into a zombie or whatever.
That's kind of corny. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, yeah, and really like that aspect of it.
Electronic countermeasures active.
But you know, beggars can't be choosers. I'm always begging for a good zombie game, so
it's gonna be pretty sweet. We'll acclimate to it, I guess.
I kind of thought about getting back into Dead Before Daylight once I finally have a fucking PS5. Because they're doing like, yeah, they're that game where like, did you never play that with me and DJ and everybody?
Dead Before.
You're like 4 characters and you gotta like creep around and turn generators on to try to escape.
Dead by Daylight. Oh yeah. I played that a lot with
Okay.
Yeah, I love that game.
Yeah, they're doing like a remastered version to where the graphics are like way better for PlayStation 5.
I didn't know they were doing that.
They still make updates for that game. I went to the store one time to look at all the packs you can buy for that game. There's like 50.
Yeah, there's a lot of killers you can buy.
Yeah, there's like so many now. Like back when I played, I don't know how many killers there was, 20 or something. I bet there's like 40 now. I was just in the store looking out the other day. I was like, what the fuck? Yeah, right after me and DJ, well, DJ never quit playing For Honor, but I did. It was kind of like when Dead by Daylight came out or whatever. And I played it for a while when it was free. I think I maxed out like 2 characters on there, but then a Call of Duty came out, so I quit playing it. I got a funny video on my YouTube where DJ's getting stomped the fuck out by Michael Myers. He's getting ready. He's getting ready to get put. He's getting ready to get put on the hook, and I run over there and flashlight the dude, and me and DJ escape. Lucky you got a friend. I could have just escaped because the door was open, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna go get DJ.
I've
Come on, we've almost got this.
What's his name? Ghostface. I love Ghostface.
I never really played as the killer much. I would only play as the killer to do the daily challenge. Killer wasn't all
Yeah, the
that
survivors are funner.
Yeah, I had more fun being a survivor. Because of all the jump scares that happen when the goddamn killer comes out.
Time's against us. Bring this home.
plane ready for deployment.
Great job, CIA. No muss, no fuss.
Hostile forces eliminated. Awaiting extraction.
Yeah, 2 good games in a row. What's that? Capture that, upload that shit. 15